It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over first down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Into the air right away is Allen.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out right here for Cook. First and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Complete to Kelsey, too. He's got the lines, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I'm going to keep it on the draw. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. It's intercepted. Drive killer there. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And this time a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call is not difficult to first down. Just accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because that incompletion on first down stays behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some
He is going to hold the Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now Gino on first down. He's taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown Seahawks. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And his kick is no good. And the inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be back up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that one goes right upfield across the 35. Midfield for first and 10. First carry for the number of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. Allen off the play fake. Now he fires deep for Shakir. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another interception. Picked up by Leaf Wheeler. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Micah Hyde. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
At times when you air ball like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. The kind of skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. Here we go.
Alert!
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
From the 10, this is 3rd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Smith. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On first down, it's Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. The 20. A little juke. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 42 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From from the 41. Here's a 2nd and 4. Jackson going to keep it running right. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets every...
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 39 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll it. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now Smith. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his left. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Play action. It's Jackson. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Geno. Returning right back to Lockett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. They'll roll him out right. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. To the air again, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that's a knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, on turbo, on turbo.
On the counter, it's Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards on the play.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Dobbins running out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Gino on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Smith. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Gino. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Smith on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Throwing is Smith. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Hey, good game.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive in midfield.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 7. On the option right is Jackson. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this
Good game,
is
bro.
a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm just trying to get better at Madden. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.